I like church. I'm Beth, and this is Isabella, asleep. So please forgive the odd noise and snore that I'm sure will come from her. This is my thought for the day. I was gonna kind of try and bring something to you that I felt God had specifically said to me through some quiet time, and as I started that, just felt the Lord saying, share what it is that I've been speaking to you about in your quiet time, and bring that. So this morning I woke up and I've had a bit of a battle on my hands to remain positive today. I felt like I've been in the fight essentially, and very aware that it's it's powers and principalities that we fight against. It's not viruses. So when I wake up this morning having to kind of change my mindset for the day, there's been people that we've been praying for who have sadly lost their life, whose family are having to make tough decisions on whether or not to continue treatment, and also hearing of 2 really young lives in England that were lost yesterday. So I was just feeling really bogged down by this, and one of the things that I've been doing a lot recently is worshipping. It's something that I really connect to God through, and there's an amazing song which I'm sure a lot of you have heard at the minute from Elevation Worship and Carrie Job, called The Blessing, and this was actually only written a couple of weeks ago, which I think is amazing. I really believe that this is a message specifically for this time from God, and it's based on Numbers 6, 24 through 26, and that is, the Lord bless you and keep you, the Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you, the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. And that's essentially what the song is about, and Carrie Job just kind of sings this blessing out over the congregation in the video, and she goes on to say, for 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children and their children. And it just really hit me that we do have that authority from God to speak blessings over people, especially within family dynamics. The Bible talks about the father, the head of the household, being able to speak over blessings over his family, and also the mother being able to do that. And just a big believer that God has given us this gift, and I've been a bit lost of how to pray in such massive situations. Like, how do you start to pray for people who are in really dark times, losing loved ones? And the answer is, I don't know. But what I can do is speak blessings over them. And it just hit me that, there may be people in really difficult situations, and it looks like there's no blessing or joy in that situation, but there is. And that's something that Jesus has given us access to. He has defeated death already. It is defeated. And I think back to when my grandma passed away a few years ago, and she was a believer. She believed in Jesus, and she was ready, and she knew she was going home, and that takes all of the fear out of it, doesn't it? And that's what I want to speak over fellow brothers and sisters, in this time, that they're able to find the blessing in the darkness, and also over you, everyone in our church, to be able to see the blessings that they've given, and I know we do, but that's something that I just think we should be doing so much more in this time, speaking out blessings over people, thanking the Lord for the good, thanking the Lord for what we do have, and kind of going about our day with that mindset on. And just even today, as I walked around our estate doing my one piece of exercise with Isabella, I felt like I wanted to pray for the people in that street, but how do you start? And that's what I did. I started with blessings. So that's my message, that's my thought for the day. Remember the blessings, speak blessings over people, and check that song out if you've not. It is truly, truly fantastic. God bless.